to live.
My original.
You should know where to go. The SON. Don't touch, don't touch.
It's fake.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's bad.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It hurts.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It destroys.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It kills.
You should know where to go. The SON.
Standards Organization of Nigeria, improving lives through standards.
60 happy cheers to Africa's largest economy and world's most populous black nation as Nigerians roll out the drums to celebrate Nigeria's independence on October 1st. Government and health practitioners undertake risk evaluation of the phased opening of economic activities across the sectors of the economy as the war against the dreaded COVID-19 rages. Plus, Farouk Salim takes the baton of leadership of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, pledges effective delivery of the agency's mandates in a most efficient manner. Hello and welcome to Standard and You, Nigeria's most watched and authoritative television program on product quality and safety, brought to you on this station at this time every Monday. Please accept the assurances of the best wishes of the Director General of the SON, Farouk Salim, competent management and dedicated staff of the agency. My name is Ifeyinwa Okonkwo. I'll be back shortly. You're watching Standard and You. And we'll begin this special independence program by telling you that the new Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, Farouk Salim, has assured Nigerians of his determination to consolidate on the achievements of his predecessor and ensure zero tolerance to non-conformity to standards. Working with relevant stakeholders, the SON boss stated clearly that it will stop at nothing to evolve and adopt viable measures to protect Nigerians from fake and substandard products.
Malam Farouk Salim was appointed DG of the SON for a term of 4 years by President Muhammadu Buhari. His appointment, which takes effect from September 26, 2020, was conveyed by the Honorable Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, Otubani Adebayo, in a letter dated August 21, 2020. The new SON boss holds a bachelor's degree in pharmacy from the Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, and a Master of Business Administration from the Washington University, St. Louis, Missouri, in the United States of America. Farouk Salim began his career at the Nasarawa Hospital, Kano, as hospital pharmacist and worked with Glaxo Pharmaceuticals in Lagos as medical representative before relocating to the United States of America in 1990. He worked variously with different organizations in Missouri and Illinois in America as clinical pharmacist, staff pharmacist, allergy specialist, consultant pharmacist, and lastly as clinical pharmacist with Barnes Jewish Hospital, St. Louis, USA from 1993 before his appointment as the Director General of the SON. Farouk Salim's core competence cover organizational restructuring, quality assurance and management, project management, as well as writing and speaking skills. He is a member of the Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria, registered with the Pharmacist Council of Nigeria and the Missouri Pharmacy Board in the United States of America. The SON Director General was the national president of the Pharmaceutical Association of Nigerian Students between 1982 and 1983. Malam Farouk Salim's vision is to bring changes by promoting public safety, the role of standards in local manufacturing, imports and exports, as well as creating an enabling environment for innovations that will stimulate national self-sufficiency. Details of the handover ceremony and the new Director General's agenda for the Standards Organization of Nigeria will be brought to our viewers in the next edition of Standard and You.
Welcome back. It's the sole objective of any organization, both in the public or private sector of the economy, to provide quality service to consumers. However, oftentimes, most companies struggle to achieve desired goals. This is because they lack quality management system standards. What are these standards? Who provides these services to organizations? What are the benefits of quality management system standards? Please sit back, relax, as we tell you all you need to know about the SON's Management System Certification, MSc. Please take a look.
The world is characterized by human activities in various fields of endeavor, classified in diverse sectors of the economy. There are thousands of organizations, both in private and public business, providing specialized services to consumers. It's the desire of every organization to meet the aspiration or needs of these consumers by providing quality service through structured processes. These organizations are expected to have management system comprising a structured operational processes that will guarantee operational efficiency in line with the standards prescribed by the International Organization for Standardization, ISO.
The management system standard is a structured way of doing things to achieve desired results. So if you say you are into information technology, you provide security on information that you are disseminating, you have to demonstrate how you are able to provide that. And one method you can use in demonstrating compliance or your ability to provide that deliverable is by using a management system standards. A management system standard is auditable before you can certify. So it is all about a certification process whereby an organization or a client has to demonstrate that he has followed a structured process outlined in the management system standard that is applicable to deliver on the service he's saying that he's doing.
These third-party certification services provided by the Standards Organization of Nigeria Management System Certification Directorate began in 1994, as explained by Director of MSc in the agency, Engineer Felix Inyadu.
If you are talking about quality management system, if you say, I provide quality service, so to a consumer, what is the meaning of quality service? Quality service is that you give me a service that is fit for use. That is the definition of what standard says. But in these services, there are indicators that somebody must see to demonstrate that these services has met with the issues of quality. What occurs is that those who sit on technical committees to X-ray what are the requirements, what are the expectations of the consumers that sit, they collect these informations, test these informations, and provide a minimum benchmark, a minimum. What you see in standards are minimum requirement. Anything below it may not meet with the requirement of anybody. But anything that meets with it may meet with the minimum requirement of the person. It's tolerable. The person can accept it. But what normally occurs in operations is that most people, because of the preferences that they give to their consumers, they want to move above the standard.
The certification process of the SON is a holistic, careful and thorough review of the company's quality management procedures that identifies and eliminates operational gaps and guarantee a system that conforms with requirements of acceptable standards.
You must have MANCAP certification. If you don't have MANCAP certification during quality management system audit, it's a major non-conformity. Because what that means to us is that if we certify you to 9001 and you don't have MANCAP, that means we cannot vouch for the quality of the product that you are. So the quality management systems brings in everything. Remember, we started this certification since 1994, and then we were accredited 2018. And then because of the accreditation, there are basic requirements you must comply with, so that if you don't and your assessor comes, you are penalized. We can also lose our accreditation certificate. So those things are critical to us. When we issue you a certificate, we issue a requirements on how to use the certificate. Because it's not a product certificate, you cannot put it on product. There are places you cannot put a certificate. It's a system certificate. So you can't use it as a product certificate. And we also monitor it. We looked at paper advert. We looked at your vehicle. There are places that those certificates must not be used. If we say, we write you immediately. We've had cause to invite people for meetings. I will not call names. We have companies that are using it on their packaging, which is wrong. It's sending wrong signal to the clients. You want to buy a product now, and then mostly if you look at product coming from China, they will write a product of companies certified to ISO 9001. It is wrong. It is against the law.
The Standards Organization of Nigeria offers the following: Quality Management System, ISO 9001, Environmental Management System Certification, ISO 14001, Occupational Health and Safety Management Certification, COSAS 18001, 2007, ISO 45001, 2016, Food Safety Certification, FSSC 22000, Automotive Quality Management Systems, ISO TS 16949, Integrated Management System.
SON is the body that has the authority to promulgate standards in Nigeria. So we are also part of the international world to produce those standards. So there is not a single content of that standard that is new to us. And also, we have experienced staff that some of them have been carrying out factory inspection, product testing, worked in different areas. So you can really interpret the standard. One of the things that standard have done is that they have tried to professionalize to the extent that if I'm auditing in the food sector, there are auditors that must go there. There are experiences you must have. And so we're able to meet those experiences because over the years, these are things that we have been doing. If you bring an auditor from any location now, before he could acquire the experience that SON auditors have, it will take time. Because the day you get into SON, you become a standard writer, you become a factory inspector, all of this. You know, we do all things. So when it comes to standardization and the quality assurance, we are all over the place. So we have experienced auditors. And I can tell you, the auditors that were trained, that started this with us in 1994, majority are still in the system. You can now look at the years of experience.
The benefits of being certified are enormous, and over 400 companies have taken advantage of the SON's Quality Management System certification.
Since we have been exporting our products and the market is opening, the customer has been much more awakened. Customer is so much aware about the product processes, product quality, and beyond that, customer has been also demanding high standards. We do not compare with any of the countries which have been importing the material over here and selling in our open market. However, we developed our stringent criteria, stringent standards internally. Our processes have been built to a level that we can meet a couple of international standards as well. With that, we were practicing certain stringent norms right from beginning, and we have state-of-the-art modern machineries and equipment. So to meet customer requirement, we decided that why not we go much more systematically, and that's the reason we adopted for standards which have been defined systematically and more accurately, and that's the reason we went to SON. We adopted SON international standards, and that's why we went for ISO.
There are organizations in Nigeria today that makes it a mandatory requirement. If you are going to get contract from us, you must be certified to the requirement of the standard. Because what that means to them, Take, for example, if you are certified to the requirement of a quality management system, I am sure that this is an organization that are doing things right. They know what to do when it comes to procurement, when it comes to employment, and all of that. And so you can vouch for such organization. You don't need to begin to get worried. Will they do it? Will they do it? Everything has been built into the quality management system. So there are some big organizations that use outsource a service or product. They rely on organizations that are certified to the requirement of that standard. So because of that, quite a lot of companies are coming up, and I'm happy to tell you we have a lot of big multinationals, banks and whatever, that are patronizing this. And it's very impressive. And they will tell you that since they start patronizing us and they have been certified, there's been a lot of tremendous improvement in the way they offer their service. Also take note, if you are certified, we do what we call surveillance. Per audit cycle, you have one audit, you have 2 surveillance audits, and then after, once it's 3 years, we have to do a recertification to be sure that you can start all over again, because during the recertification, we reissue another certificate to you. And there are sanctions. Okay. If we do surveillance every year, if you don't do surveillance, if you miss a surveillance, we'll put you on suspension. And then within 3 months, if you don't come back, we withdraw your certificate, we pull out your name from our database in our website so that you will not deceive a company using that certificate.
There are challenges.
Nigeria is losing a lot of foreign exchange by patronizing this body. And I can tell you what SON also charges this organization is quite low compared to what they pay this organization, because they will be charged in a foreign currency. And so why do we have to do that? There are a lot of CB that are coming to Nigeria now that is compromising the integrity of this certification. We've seen people, organizations coming to us requesting that they will need these certificates in 48 hours. And then when we take them what they need to do before they can be certified, they walked away. The next thing they tell you that what we cannot issue them, they've gotten it in 24 hours. I don't know how possible it would be for anyone to be able to certify an organization within 24 hours based on the requirement of the IAFs. You need to do stage 1, stage 2, before you can even pronounce the organization certified, and that is not just going to happen in 1 week, in 2 weeks. So there is need also for government to do a lot on this. And because of this, the Standards Organization of Nigeria has set up the Conformity Assessment Registry. And what that will do will also ensure that the activities of these CBs, consultants that are coming, trainers that are coming into Nigeria are properly documented. And then we'll also look at whether they are complying with the requirements.
It's imperative for organizations to take advantage of the SON's management system certification to be relevant in the global economy.
Indigenous manufacturers of goods in the country have been awarded the Mandatory Conformity Assessment Program MANCAP certificate. By this feat, products of these companies have entered into the League of Quality Goods endorsed by the SON. Lucy Ulugbe tells us more.
Nigeria is part of a global economy where thousands of goods are either manufactured locally or imported from other parts of the world. However, the bulk of these products in the country are imported, competing with those produced locally. For those regulated by the Standards Organization of Nigeria, there are schemes or initiatives by the agency to ascertain the quality of these goods to ensure that consumers get value for their money whenever they purchase such products. While the Standards Organization of Nigeria Conformity Assessment Program, SONCAP, takes care of goods imported into the country, Local producers of goods are expected by law to adhere to the requirements of the Nigerian Industrial Standards in line with the Mandatory Conformity Assessment Program, MANCAP. It's a mandatory certification scheme that manufacturers of goods are exposed to before their products are allowed to be traded in the Nigerian markets. Winco Foam Limited and Jesco Nigeria Oil Limited are some of the latest recipients of the SON MANCAP certificate. According to SON State Coordinator in Anambra State, Engineer Olalekan Omoniyi, who presented representatives of the companies with the MANCAP certificate, the companies, 11 in number, have gone through the rigorous and painstaking exercise of the scheme to earn the prestigious award. Engineer Omoniyi stated that officials of the SON visited these factories on a quarterly basis and exposed operators of these industries to basic standard production procedures in line with international best practices. The whole idea, he stressed, was to ensure that the companies adhered to the relevant Nigerian industrial standards.
With certification actually comes more consumers' confidence. And with more consumer confidence come more sales and more market opportunity. And then it made the companies to continue to produce, and then there is job increase. People now get more job. Therefore, the economy basically grow because the purchasing power of the consumer also increase. Then it's also lead to reduction in capital flights too, because instead of we importing these products, we are now producing locally. Therefore, we are allowing Nigeria to save dollars. At the same time too, the product from here also being exported to other parts of the world, other African countries. That, in a way, is a testimony too. It boosts the image of Nigeria. It boosts the image of Anambra State. It provides, it brings trust, and people now gain satisfaction. In the past, people say if the product is not made in overseas, they are not satisfied. But now, with the MANCAP certification mark, people can now say, oh, products in Nigeria too can compete with any products in the world. That to us is something we're also proud of.
He praised the commitment and hard work of the operators and urged them to maintain their penchant for quality. The elated beneficiaries of the scheme expressed satisfaction at the certification exercise, describing it as one that has changed the face of their businesses and translated to improved quality of their goods and consumers' confidence. According to them, SON's technical support under the MANCAP scheme has not only positively led to increased patronage of the brands, but deepened their knowledge on and thirst for quality and consumer satisfaction.
We did a lot of research. We did a lot of, we have a lab in Lagos anyway, where we test our product. We have a full setup lab in Lagos. And some also, they don't believe what you tell. They do go outside or have their own independent testing system, which they have done. They did a lot. And to get a certificate is not a journey of a day. And this our journey has taken more than 20 years before we could get it. Well, some cannot give you a certificate easily. It takes a long time. They keep on testing you, checking you. Sometimes you fail, sometimes you pass, until we get to this stage. So it's hard working, and we are trying so much to see that way, because I think we don't have any other business doing except this business. So I put so much effort in it. At a point, we got frustrated. After trying you for a while, they said, no, you have not passed. You keep on until this time around. We are happy the day we are told that we are going to be given certificate. So a joy is not a journey of one day. The journey has been there for many years. So we are grateful indeed that at last we got it.
The product, what it is today, it was because we adhered to the source instruction. Whatever they tell us to do, we do it. Whatever they say change, we change. Whatever they say add, we add. And that is why we are here today. We work together with the sun. So they made us to know the right thing to use in all the products. And that is just the reason why we are what we are today.
The MANCAP certificate is subject to revalidation every 3 years and may be recalled by the SON should any of the conditions attached to the certificate be violated by any of the recipients.
In case you've just joined us, you are watching Standard and You. It comes to you on this station at 6:30 p.m. every Monday. In a few days from today, we shall be celebrating Nigeria's independence. I'm so excited, and I know you are too. It is important we develop a deep sense of devotion towards building a nation of our dream. From all of us here at the SON, we say a big congratulations to every Nigerian. Feedback is next. Over to you, Alimot, and a happy independence to you.
Thank you, Ifoma, and congratulations to Nigerians. You're on to the feedback segment of the program. My name is Halimot Osifo. And now to some of the messages we received last week. Ogbonna Stephen from Enugu says, please put more effort in checking those touch they bring into our country. It has done more harm than good. Thank you so much for reaching out to us. We'll take note of that and investigate. Henry Otokwa says, in fact, this is the most interesting program. I like SON. Keep it up. Thank you so much. It's nice to hear from you. Emeka Jacob says, I bought a power bank 5,000 naira and it only charges 10%. Wow. Please go back to return it to the seller and demand for a replacement or refund of your money. If nothing is done about it, you can report to any of SON's offices near you. Abdul from Maiduguri says, I'm enjoying your work. Keep doing well. Thank you so much, Abdul. It's nice to hear from you. Maimuna Mahmoud from Maiduguri says, I bought a powder for my baby. When I put it on the skin to cure the rashes, it only increases the rashes. Is this product fake? Thank you for your support. Thank you so much for reaching out to us. Please give us detailed information about this product and we will forward to relevant agency. Anonymous Messenger says, I just watched your program on NTA. It's very good. Thank you so much. Nice to hear from you. Oyome Onyenka says, SON, thank you for the good job you guys are doing. Keep it up. Thank you so much. We hope to serve you better. And that's a wrap on the feedback segment of the program. Keep your messages coming in with your full name and location to the number 0705972445. You can follow us on Facebook at Standard and You, Instagram and Twitter at Standard and You _. Catch up with missed episodes online at youtube.com/Standard and You. As always, buy original, sell authentic, and use only the best. Stay safe.
Where to go, the SON.